Welcome to Euro Truck Simulator 2 multiplayer. A little break from Train Sim World for a bit. I figured Matt Pedalston's there to entertain the Train Sim World 2 people, so why not do something a little bit different today? So yeah, sorry that we're starting a little bit later. I had unforeseen issues with setting up the stream that are still not sorted. And I will have to tend to them later on. But for now, we're good to go. Almost. We're almost good to go. If I just set my trap, set the trap box there, and then we'll be good to go. So, it's been a while actually since we last played some Truckersmp. But I think it's a no-brainer right now to head on to the Simulation 1 server with 2,500 players on it. Although, I still don't understand how Pro Mods has less players. I'll be very honest with you. I'm baffled. If I could play Pro Mods without having... Because I believe it's a server that installs the mods and anything that needs to come with it for you, right? So... yeah, it's a little not game music. So yeah, it's a little bit baffling to me. But yeah, whatever. Let's get into the game. I'm going to have to roll back our saves quite a while back. Actually, I don't know if I've manually saved from. What autosave? What's our latest autosave? 16th. I don't even remember the last time I played. Okay, in that case, let me take a picture of that. So then when I want to do some single player, which I did consider doing today actually, but when it comes to doing some single player, I'll have reference of when to go up to. But let's just do the latest one, which does mean that whatever journey we were on previously, we will have to do something completely different, which I'm not too fussed about, because if I'm not mistaken, let me just get the chat up. If I'm not mistaken, that was an event run anyway, so it doesn't make too much of a difference. I'm not fussed in the slightest. Let's start in the UK. Let's start in the UK. So technically, I should still have my... We should still have our... man, I believe. Let me see. Truck manager. We don't. Hold on. Where's my truck? That's very, very, very odd. Should we just stick to the Scania then? I mean, yeah, it's a hell of a truck. I'm not gonna complain. I know there are some events on right now. So let's see. I'm gonna try and find out what we can partake in. There should be a few convoys going on. Maybe I should have planned this ahead better. Yeah, I was completely taken off course by the issues I was having with the stream. All right, let's go. All right, I believe I've now got chat. Yeah, we've now got chat. So let's get on with it, shall we? How does one even do the whole convoy thing? You know what? I'm not even gonna bother with that today. Let's just get straight to a job. So starting from London, we can take some oil to Lyon. We can do that. Spain doesn't tend to be the busiest country on Truckersmp, but I think it'll be interesting still to see. Where's my steering wheel? Where's my steering wheel? All right, maybe not. Maybe let's not go with the Scania in that case. Let's purchase. Shall I just purchase a MAN truck again? Kinda looks like the only logical thing to do here. I guess this gives us an opportunity to try and go for something else. But yeah, if you were here last episode, if we were here last episode, I'd have explained why this truck has a deep place in my heart. Yeah, let's go hardcore, man. Let's go hardcore. 640 brake on the engine. Let's go for a 14 speed, or is that going to be too much? Let's go for a 12 speed, and then if need be, we'll switch it up. Yeah, we're gonna have to max it out, aren't we? Max out all the options. I mean, we're sitting on 6 million, so it's almost like, why wouldn't you? What color? I went with a gold. There's a particular gold that I went with. Yeah, I think it was this one. Bump off for sure. Let's get an individual. Let's keep it. Yeah, the red does not clash nicely with the red does not clash nicely with the paints at all. It's got to be LEDs, of course, right? Surely. Yeah, it's a no-brainer, really. If you have the choice, why wouldn't you go with LEDs, right? You know what? I don't mind the glossy look, you know, but you can't get better than that, to be honest. What exactly are we changing here? Because it's the actual logo itself. Let's make it glossy just because it's with the chrome. Let's get a plate going. LWD, right? It's only right. I'll put LWD on one side, and then I'll put Adnan on this side. Actually, I know what I'm gonna do. No, give me that. Shameless plug. I'll be honest. No, I wanted to do my. Okay. Right. So what do we do then if I can't fit my whole bloody name on it? So I'll stick what we were gonna do in the first place in that case. So let's just go LWD on one side, Adnan on the other side, and we'll just have to do. I wanted to plug myself, but that's all good. We'll keep the individual there. We've got to flex a little bit. I feel like it's all right. We can keep it clean, but there has to be an inkling of flex in there. So don't know that we've gone with the individual package. What is? Is this inside? Okay, we'll deal with that after. But for now, let's deal with the externals. We are gonna have to get a bar up here, because if we're not seeing 6 miles ahead of us, we're not doing something right. There's something that's amiss. Yeah, let's get these just for the noise factor. Get those installed. We're gonna have to. I don't know how I feel about these. But see, now in comparison, you know what? I like them. I'm sold. Didn't take much convincing. I'm sold. So I had cameras last time, and I found that I really enjoyed them. Now I don't think they look better than mirrors. I'll be honest. I still think mirrors look better, but let's be honest. It's 2024. It's 2024, right? And I feel like it's a little flex on its own part as well. So you know what? I'm not going to skip out. Listen, we've got 6 million to play with. I'm not going to skimp out on anything. Let's go all out. Let's go the full mile. We got A, B rated tires here. I think these are the best tires pretty much, if I'm not mistaken. So let's get them. Let's... That's all sorted already. Any covers here? What exactly is that? Okay. Let's get some aero in there, I guess. Why not? Let's see. Do we have another A-B set of tires? We do. I guess the driving tire as well. The best we're gonna do here is we've got one set of AB actually. We'll put another set of AB on. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think they look great actually. Should we? Let's put some chrome on them. What? I mean, they all look pretty similar, so I don't think I'm too fussed about what exactly we end up going for here. Let's get some jute chromes on, some decently sized bolts on, or nuts if you want to be specific. Do you have any man ones? We don't. So should we just leave the stand ones on? I guess we don't have much of a choice. Yeah, I think that's pretty straightforward, right? So what did we get here again? Elite Rider. So we'll do the same here. We can't. Okay. So we'll get dark silver chrome then. Jute chrome for the nuts. We left it as it was, didn't we? Yeah. So then we'll just get the man specific hub covers, which are not a thing. So in that case, I think these look great. What does vanity look like? I always have something chromy. I always have something shiny, right? What if we... Can I get... That's a color... Ah, no way. Nah. Yeah, let's just put a basic. Let's just not even do anything. Let's not touch it. I'd rather not touch it at all. Dark silver chrome. Is that what I have here? Yeah, okay, cool. Jute chrome. Yes, we left standard, didn't we? What are these options? I don't know if they look better in plastic. I feel like they might just about look better in plastic. But then there is an aspect of like... You know, let me go for it. I don't know if they're the best option, but let me go for it. Let me go for it. Yeah, we'll definitely get a man logo there. Let's get man there. You gotta drive it with pride, right? There has to be a sense of pride along the occasion. Okay, let's go into the interior now. Let's see what we've got to play with over here. Plate, we've set that. Yeah, I think it's got to be the individual just to suit the red accents on the vent there. I'm not going to use any of those knobs. Let's get exclusive going on there just because it's exclusive. No brainer really, innit? I guess that's mirrors, yeah, so obviously we don't need to do anything there. That's a sun cover. What should we have coming down? I usually roll with a double dice. Should we do one cube? And I don't think it's like, it's almost like cheap, isn't it? In comparison, if I just do one, whereas my Scani's got two. You know what? I'll happily get one actually because it suits the interior. I don't think we're gonna get anything on the windscreen itself. What can we get on a dash? What would make sense to put on a dash? But the thing is, you can't even see there. So what would you like? Would you put a wallet there? Because then it's like you just reach over and then pick it up. I feel like that kind of makes sense, right? Over here, I think I'm going to get a model truck. Please tell me they have a man. They don't. That sucks. All right, well that's a no then. Something truck related. So one of these maybe. Let's get this one. And then I think that's about it. Or should we get some sort of bobblehead? Or how about we just don't put anything there? If it's not going to fit perfectly, let's not get anything. We already got a mug there, so let's use that for some water. It's gotta be even more water there. If you know me, I love my water. I think we can just put a blanket here. At the end of the day, this is where we're gonna be sleeping, right? So let's put a square blanket there. I don't think it'd be the worst idea in the world to put probably like a laptop here, something of the sort. It's gotta be a little Euro truck pillow, isn't it? Really. And I think, yeah, let's remove this. I don't like this. Not a fan. Does it do anything? Does it light up or anything? I don't think it does. In that case, I don't want it covering up the logo. All right, cool. I think we're good to go. Let's purchase. Where should I stick it? In breast? Just go put it in breast. It's a place I typically like to go to. So now truck manager. And we just go straight to the bottom. Do that. And drive it. Yes. Perfect. Now we can begin. Now we begin. Obviously, we need to adjust our seating position. I like being a little bit away from the steering wheel. But I think that's pretty much spot on, really. Does sound good. I'll give it that. So yes, finally, let's pick a job. Let's finally pick a job. So we're starting in London, of course. Cool. So we'll still be doing our 23 tons of oil trip down to Leon in Spain. I don't remember if I had any issues with this truck. I don't think I did. I remember just in terms of power, it has nothing on a Scania, so that really sucks sort of downgrading. But other than that, pretty drivable. Pretty drivable. London's seemingly very quiet at this moment in time. I'm not sure what time the convoy that's due today, where it's going to be located. So maybe we'll come across it, maybe we won't. Let's find out. I am a fan of the tire noise. That's something you don't get in the Scania. You don't really hear ABS kicking in when you're in a bit of a situation. Alright, it's not the longest. ABS just seems to come on regardless of how hard I press the brakes, seemingly. Alright, that's pretty smooth. Look at that, very, very nice. Let's ensure everything's connected and working well. So we've got indicators working. Anything on the sides? Nope, that's all good. Anyway, reverse lights on. Yeah, we're pretty good to go. I really do like the LEDs actually, the truck LEDs. They look really, really nice. So let's get a move on. On our way to... On our way towards Lyon, the Spanish Lyon. I actually haven't heard of the town of Lyon. I know, of course, the French one, but I haven't yet heard of the Spanish one. Love the sound of the indicator, I'll tell you what. That's better than a lot of trucks I've driven. So yeah, I'll be honest, I'm not too fussed about a... Completely forgot I was actually carrying something. Let me pull over and just adjust some settings. I just need to make sure my speed limiter is off, because I turn it on when I'm playing single player. Traffic offense. Is the traffic offense going to be a thing regardless whether let me turn it off. Should I turn it on? Let me turn it off, because I'm pretty much reckless when it comes to multiplayer. Don't care about the limit. Don't even need that actually. What are we gonna do? Truck speed limiter. Let's turn that off. So then any limit that I'll be tied down to will only be down to will only be tied down to what the server limits us to, which I'm not too fussed about really. So yeah, it does suck that we're not gonna have as much power as we would in the Scania. But I'm not fussed at all about it, to be very honest with you. I don't think red lights are going to be something that I'll be abiding by as well. And I know that it's a simulation server, quote unquote, but... yeah. Like, I'm not reckless in terms of... I'm not going to crash into someone. I don't think I'd drive at that kind of pace. Although our last session might bring that statement into disrepute, but we move. Let's ensure that our roof lights are in operation. Yep, thought as much. All right, let's go. I think it's a pretty nice truck. I just wish there was a bit more room for customization. And I know there's a lot of customization anyway, but you look at something like the Scania, or I guess any truck that's had a tuning pack released, there's quite a big difference. There's quite a big difference. Is this fella waiting for me, or have I just happened to catch up to him coincidentally? That is a hell of a parking job, but you know what? I respect it. At the end of the day, we haven't got any pedestrians, so yeah, I respect it. Hoping that my audio levels are in check. I believe CB19 is the right channel. I guess this counts as being outside the city due to the limit that we're operating under. I don't think that was the case, but I'm not complaining either. So we've got 21 hours game time on the road. What would that translate to? Could we be looking at half an hour? Possibly? Possibly half an hour. I expected the server to have a bit more players. But I think it's just down to the time of day. At the end of the day, it is a Saturday, so one way or another, I believe the servers will get very, very busy, especially as we head towards the evening, at least UK time and European time, and then of course, I think that's when the US crowds will start to log on as well. I do wonder what the US player base typically delves into, because the American the ATS servers are pretty much dead. You know, 100 or a couple hundred or so. Like, I don't think that's bad on its own, but obviously when you now compare it to 2,000 plus, you know, on this server, it does seem like a bit of an L. Now, if we are able to sustain like a regular, let's say for example, so with my 5-day streaming schedule that we've set up now, what I'm thinking is possibly 3 days a week of Train Sim Worlds and 2 days a week something else. Now, if we can have Euro Truck fill up at least one of those days consistently a week, then I'll probably end up joining a trucking company. Then at least we'll be doing this with a bit more purpose, rather than just almost just driving around for the sake of it. We'll be doing it with a little bit more purpose. So yeah, and maybe I'll actually introduce the same way for Train Sim Worlds, our Train Sim World streams. I've got request a route. Maybe for something like this, we'll do like request a country to visit, or request a type of load, something of the sort. So then I involve you guys as well. And then it ends up giving the stream itself a bit more purpose. We've got a lot of people that I'm assuming are coming from Dover, from the Channel Tunnel, going towards London. We've got a big boy here. I do respect the patience of the truck behind him. That was great. In all fairness, I haven't really encountered many crazies. I wonder if they exist more on the servers that don't have truck limiters, which would make sense, obviously. But I think I'm happier here. Even if it's going to be calmer here, which is not something I'm going to complain about at all. I would still rather, you know, be on a server with over 2,500 other players, you know, than on a server with only 1,000 or so, or, you know, a few hundred. I don't know whether it's the server ping or this guy ahead of us is particular internet connection, but he is lagging around just a little bit. So hopefully if we do end up getting past him, if we catch up to him, hopefully that won't spell trouble for us. Onto the A20 now, the final stretch before we get onto the Channel Tunnel. I find France to be usually quite populated, very populated. So we'll see. Again, the player count should only climb today from this moment forward. So I'm looking forward to any convoys that we come across. You know, the multitude of players. I think once I'm in a trucking company as well, we can end up then having a bit more of a structure with regards to convoys and events. So that would be quite fun to include as well. And then something like that can not only be, you know, something that you see on a live stream, but also something that ends up being on the channel. Alright, let's keep our distance just a little bit because I'm not really liking I'm not really liking that, I'll be honest. I'll be honest, I'm not liking that at all. Not great. To be fair, I've played in a group before. I had viewers come on for a session and that was smooth. Everyone was smooth. So I don't think this is a server thing. Oh god, that wasn't great. That wasn't great at all. So I don't think it's a server thing. I think it's just this fella. He's taking it nice and slow. I respect it. I can get behind that. The reflective strip on his trailer is definitely doing its job. I respect it. The engine off and the lot. I respect that. I thought that was only me, like a little weirdo, that would do that. Even on single player, I'll do it before I start my, whether it's a train journey, whether it's a ferry journey. Before I start, this is what I'll do: put it into neutral, engine off, lights off, and then we will depart. Just for the sake of immersion. Just for the sake of immersion. It will do. It will do for us. So we've arrived in France now. Are we... Okay. We should be able to squeeze out of here. Oh, I messed up. I didn't apply my handbrake. I forgot the handbrake. That could have spelled a big trouble for us. I haven't left much space for myself, but we've managed to get ourselves through. So now we've got, what, 900 miles? Just over 20 hours game time left. Should be arriving by Friday afternoon. What is it right now? Friday morning. It's just turned Friday. We're 2 hours into this Friday. So we've got about... Just made it through. Lovely. So we should have a smooth journey ahead of us. I'm hoping so. Fingers crossed. I'm speaking out of faith. If this is a single player, I'd be a lot more confident. But as this is multiplayer, I'm speaking out of faith, and I'm hoping that the good energy, good vibes will manifest into reality, and we will indeed have a good ride. So let's wait and see. Pretty quiet over on this side of the tunnel. Right, I've got a guy coming through, so we'll probably give way to him. Be a little patient. Got someone coming up behind us, I think. Do we? No, we don't. We're good. It's taking its damn time, that's for sure. Right, so we've got a bit of activity. We've got a bit of activity going on here. I do like that. The indicator sound is really pulling me. You know me, I got an eye for detail. I got a knack for attention to detail. And as little as the indicator sound is of a thing. Listen, I've never been in these trucks. Even, you know, my good old Scania. It's not a truck I've been in reality. Oh. Like, I saw them come in. And I thought to myself, yeah, let me just stay a little bit further behind because I don't know how these lot are going to manage their turns. And it was just as expected. I find a lot of people in here, you know, drive these vehicles, not just necessarily in terms of speed, but also like maneuverability, as if they were racing cars. Which isn't great, to say the least. It isn't great. But yeah, so I haven't been in. I've actually never been in inside a cabin of a lorry. But from what I've heard in cars, now this indicator sound is pretty accurate. So it's possible that the one that the Scania has is also true to life, and I'd expect it to be so with the amount of mods that I'm running on my single player profile. But because it's not something that I'm particularly familiar with, it doesn't really hit the same. Really floaty around some of these curves. Let's just take it a little bit easier. Do we have any auto pass here? We do. This one, right? This guy's forgotten his trailer. That's interesting. He's typing in Portuguese, so I've got no clue what he's saying. Is he just gonna leave it there then? Has he realized that he's dropped it? I feel like he's too busy typing that he hasn't noticed what's happened. And I'm taking a risk coming up because this could just be like a ping thing, but he could just be so involved in this conversation, or he's telling whoever it is that he's speaking to. Oh, he's noticed. Has he noticed? Looks like he's noticed. He might have just noticed that he's left his trailer behind. How much fuel do we have? Oh, here's a guy he's talking to. So I guess they're running some sort of convoy. Alright, here we go. Remaining fuel, 821 liters. I've got the bind for the sat-nav, but I'm pretty content with it being where it is, so not too fast at the moment. I was thinking to myself, I wonder where all these 2,000 players are, but I guess most likely somewhere around Germany. In or around Germany for sure. I honestly, any day of the week, would rather the Pro Mods map or the Pro Mods server. I just don't understand why nobody plays it. Maybe there's a completely logical reason. It could just be down to, realistically, people's hardware. The base Euro Truck map is incredibly easy to run, you know, for a lot of hardware. Which one's the air horn? That's not it. There we go. I need to remember. because the regular horn is not it at all. I think I've gone past more players that are just sitting on the side of the road than actually driving. Try and give him as much space as possible. One thing I've realized is that it's very easy to float into an opposing lane. The guys that I drove with will tell you, you don't see it coming until that's way too late. And you can get really bad understeer as well. It's terrible. So I've learned to... It's not all about speed. It's more about being in control of the vehicle, taking it easy around these corners. Well, around these corners, it's not really a racetrack, is it? Around these bends. I'm just getting through in one piece, man. I assume then we should be ahead of our ETA, right? Because... I believe the ETA is based on speed limits. If you were to go according to speed limits. I would also love for it to be daytime. I saw this one so late. So late. Very glad I was the only one there. Got quite a few people here. Really is a ghost town out here. I guess the orange highlight around the camera, the mirror that comes on, is just a proximity indicator. I guess it's sort of blind spot monitoring realistically, because if a vehicle is that close, then obviously that's... Well, that wouldn't necessarily be in your blind spot, I guess. Maybe it's just a proximity indicator. Or maybe I should just research it and find out.
You've been stuck in my head, and girl, I really wanna talk now. Chill at your place, but every day you will walk out. Okay, cool, can we calm down? Anger inflates, slapped in the face with your palm. I don't know what to do when it's late and I'm tired, and you're on my mind, taking hits to feel higher. Text you again when I'm feeling inspired. I recognize I'm reigniting the fire. Hey, what you wanna do with me? I heard you telling everybody that you cool with me, but like you never text back every night. Relapse on the pain, but you never let your parents see that. Now you stuck in a cycle of fuck-ups and jealousy. In my life, she hit me out just to yell at me. Wow, think of the times you were hesitant, thoughts about me. Hope you know they're indefinite.
Seen as it's only a kind of energy drink and not a not a pint of beer. I wonder how accurate it is to reality. I figure not so much. So I've got a can in my hand, a cigarette in my mouth. Immersion isn't fully achieved. And I think I'll be content with that. So we're slowly approaching daylight. You can see it in my mirrors. See, would you call them mirrors? Are they? Hold on, is it actually approaching? Kind of. I guess if it wasn't raining, if it wasn't cloudy, it would look like that. Maybe they got to put a bit more work into that. But I'm thinking. Oh, what am I thinking? I don't remember what I was thinking. Anyway, yeah, sunrise. So whatever I wanted to say is completely gone from my head. I've been playing through the definitive edition of Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, and a lot of my memories from that game were from San Andreas multiplayer, SAMP, which I had such a nostalgic, an injection of nostalgia recently when I saw somebody post like the loading screen for it, because I literally haven't seen that since I used to play, which was about over a decade ago now, way over a decade ago. But I was thinking to myself how at that time, as I was pretty much obsessed with it, but as obsessed as I was with it, looking back at it now, with like the legendary status that it holds, I don't think I appreciated it enough. And then that got me thinking, it's something like Truckers multiplayer with all the chaos, and you know, you can have quiet times like these, and you can have chaotic times like the last time we had, and even worse beyond that. So there is obviously an element of fun and craziness and chaos and, you know, all of this, everything that we basically had back in San Andreas multiplayer all those years ago. But right now it's like, because we're just living in the moment, it's more blasé. And I wonder if, let's say 5 years from now or 10 years from now, I look back at this and go, damn, I wish I made the most of that, you know? Or like, I didn't know how good that was until now. I guess realistically you can apply that to all things, but yeah, regardless, it's been a blast playing through it, although it's not the cleanest game in terms of it's quite buggy. And obviously I knew this was a problem because everyone knew it was a problem when the game was first, when the definitive edition was first released, whether it was for, pardon me, whether it was for Vice City, whether it was for San Andreas, they were all buggy. So there's been enough time to sort them out, but there's still a couple here and there. The controls are surprisingly good, although I figured out that I can just play with my PlayStation controller, so I'll just do that instead. But I find even with a controller, it's just stiff. It's a little bit stiff. And I've got a phone that's capable of doing 120 hertz. And I think the game doesn't even run at 30, to be very honest with you. I know for sure when I put the resolution up, it's clearly not running at 30. It feels like more 20, 15 to 20. Which, you know, I'm not playing it on an old phone. I'm playing on a flagship phone. So it's a bit weird, but at least it's playable. It's just insane to think that you've got the power of a PlayStation 2 in the palm of your hand. I think that was like the biggest thing for me personally. Have they adjusted the times for sunrise? I specifically remember the sun coming up at 4 AM, I think it was. Unless you had the mod which adjusted it so that the times for sunrise and sunset would be as per real life. Which I did enjoy, because I'm always for like ultra realism and having things be as close to real life as possible. Until I didn't play often, and like I used to pick up Euro Truck in season, so I wouldn't play it for a long while, and then I'd just play it for like a month or 2 months religiously, and then I'll put it down again for like 6 months. And so it happened that those few months that I would play it religiously would be the winter months. So I'd have genuinely about maybe like 9 hours in game of sunlight. So it was like 70% in the night, in the dark, like this. Which is not great. Like, it's alright to play the night sometimes. I feel like, you know, you want to see the beauty of the scenery and the environment. The thing is, it's been quite light in the mirrors. I know they're cameras, but I'm going to refer to them as mirrors. It's been pretty light in them for a while. You know what? I wouldn't put it past a thing where even in reality, these cameras brighten what they're showing so that you have better visibility. And SES seem pretty on point when it comes to bringing in these realistic sort of things. I don't remember exactly what model of truck it was in American Truck Simulator, but there's a truck that when you indicate, part of the indicator shows up on the mirror, like it's an actual physical mirror, but you have like an arrow, obviously indicating which way you've indicated, depending on whether you're seeing it on the left side or the right side of the truck. And that level of detail is something you wouldn't really expect. I don't know, maybe I've just not played a lot of, like, you know, modern games too tough, but that seems pretty in depth for, you know, for a game. And so you would expect you know, a level of consistency in terms of the depth of realism that SES are willing to go to. What's my button for air horn? I forgot. That's a nice truck. That's a hell of... I need to figure out how to manage my my lights, but I don't think you can do that on the man. As gorgeous a truck as it is, it does come with its limitations, unfortunately. That's the thing with the Scania, man. It's just options, power. With a Scania, you have everything at your disposal. But it's not something I want to drive to the point where I get sick of it. Although I think I had, I don't know how many hundreds of thousands of miles on my previous one that I had. What's had a tuning pack release? So we've got the Scania, of course. I think Volvo have had a tuning pack. DAF have had a tuning pack as well, if I'm not mistaken. I wouldn't mind having a look at those trucks next. Something that you can really customize. Because especially for multiplayer, I want over the top. Give me all the damn lights. Give me everything. All the chrome, all the bumpers, all the lights, everything. Give me the whole lot. Actually, as a matter of fact, let's do this. There we go. All right. Also, the radio's been pretty quiet, hasn't it? I haven't heard anyone on the radio. I don't know if I want to. Previous data and analysis shows you don't usually have the cleanest and greatest experience with the radio. Although the fact that it's there is sick, I'll be honest. So we've hit 5 AM and I'm still not seeing it get any lighter. Why is that? I hope they haven't. I hope it's not like a server adjustment where the sunrise and sunset is tied to real life. Otherwise, we're not gonna have much daylight. I also do wonder if there's any work going on in trying to integrate AI. I don't mean the modern day AI, I'm talking NPCs. Let me put it like that, NPCs. NPC vehicles, more so. Because I actually don't know the reason why they're not in game, but I would assume it's to do with syncing them up. So having everyone on the server see the same cars in the same positions. Because for me, what put me off Truckers multiplayer for a long time, and what, to be honest, still is a little bit off-putting to me, it's just the quietness. And the lack of immersion, that's the thing. So if I'm going to play this where I abide by the traffic rules, I stick to the speed limits, I drive, you know how I would drive in single player. In a ghost town, it's just a bit odd for me. You know, in single player it's very easy because I've got a ton of mods, a ton of traffic. You know, I'm in a lively world. Whereas here, if you're not in the right place at the right time, you're not really gonna encounter anyone. So it's a bit meh. It's a bit iffy. I do like the old style actions, I'll be honest. We do need to exit here. We were luckily ahead enough to do that. Got a couple vehicles ahead of us. Alright, let's try and survive this one. There you go. See, the thing is, you can take a turn and it will feel smooth at the time you're taking it. And the understeer or oversteer will catch you heavily off guard. And then, yeah, you're on your own, mate. These guys seem to have completely disappeared. I need to try and remember the keyband I set for the map. I think it's alt. No, that's got a camera, that's the camera. I know shift to control is for... Well, judging by that, we're closing on them. Oh, there they are. We got them now on the map. But yeah, I need to set a keybind for the house to zoom in and out for the GPS. I wonder if sound mods are permitted on the server. I feel like this could do with a bit more oomph. try one of these, yeah. And just let me know how it is. Yeah, I had a couple yesterday. It's true normally. How it tastes? Is it cool? Okay. Yeah, I think it's meant to be peppermint. It doesn't say what it is. No, I think it says peppermint. Yeah, it says peppermint. Let me know if he let me know if he sense anything different. Still come? By the way, our stuff should be arriving today, you know. I don't think I'm gonna make the process too long. Okay, still good? Because at some point it changes. Are you chewing it, yeah? Okay. I've never experienced with chewing gum, but like I've had obviously the normal thing where you'll chew on it and then it loses flavor after a while, or it just like it dials down a lot. Yeah, so it's got like a texture to it, right? Yeah, okay, you're getting there. Because yeah, I don't know, I'm not sure what to think. I was meant to research it about it, where there's actually meant to be a thing, the change in taste and the taste that it changes to, but I forgot. Okay. Yeah, it starts off like that. Yeah. Like, I need to experience it yourself. But I've never had the experience of flipping chewing gum before. Because it's not like it's like I had no choice but to spit it out. Yeah, like it got really bad, and I was trying to firm it because I think to myself, okay, maybe this is where the caffeine kicks in. You get it? I couldn't firm it anymore. And both times I ended up having to have the other one. My other one to cover the taste. But you got that weird texture now, right? But it still tastes like peppermint. starts off completely fine, peppermint, and then it's like nothing for a while, and then that taste comes. Also, I'm also thinking, is that they're intentionally so you can spit it out because so you don't overdo it. That's why I wanted to research it, but I just forgot. Firm it. See how long you can firm it for. It gets worse. You had me thinking something was wrong with like my taste buds or something. This is why I want to research it, because it's like it's not like a small thing. And it's getting to the point where you're just not going to be able to chew it anymore. As I was asking you, so in my head, because obviously it happened to me for the first time, I was like, okay, it's taking a little while to kick in. What's going on? So I'm asking you like, oh no, it's sweet, it's fine. Yeah, no, it's peppermint. You think? I don't know. No, but then it would say like, okay, this is what it's for. No, please, as long as you can, just firm it. I don't know. I'll give you my other one. The thing is, it takes me like half the time it took you for me to get there. It becomes sickening. Yeah, it becomes bad, and it just gets worse. It just keeps getting worse and worse. It takes me like 3 minutes to get there. Like now I'm there. I can taste it. No, but there's a difference though, man. Like, surely that's not what caffeine is, as far as I know. I've got my other one in my bag. Yeah, it becomes literally sickening. That's not. It's a chewing gum. Oh my god, yeah. This is why I doubled up. Can you reach? Yeah, it's bad. I don't know. This one is heavily in comparison. It's terrible. It's actually terrible. Hmm? I don't understand the whole phenomenon. Is that not just like a mental thing? Like, what's it called? When you think something gives you the... Yes. Well, I just finished my energy drink and I straight away went to the camp. That was me yesterday in school. At uni, sorry. I went to I tried not to take it because I didn't want to have it first thing in the morning. But I decided like sort of conking out. It's boring. It's boring. The lesson is hella boring anyway. But I was like, I still want to be awake, whatever. Drank it. Few sips in. I don't know whether because it was an empty stomach. I don't know whether it was because it was bubbly. I don't know what it was. Yeah. I promise you, a few sips in, 2 or 3 sips in, and I'm sitting still, but inside I'm going like this. And I've never experienced that with caffeine before. Usually I'll just feel a bit more energetic, whatever. But that, I think maybe because I was trying to stay still, so it was like amplified. Yeah, it wasn't great. I don't regret it at all. I drink with a purpose. Yeah, I just hope that it releases whatever it's meant to release prior to that. When I had it for the first time, I was like, oh no, I regret I regret spending money on this. Right. No, I checked. Listen, after that experience, bro, I picked it up and I meticulously took a look at it. Nothing. No warning, no like instructions, no like, oh, expect this to happen. Nothing. You're on your own. Nah, I doubt it. You know what I need to get low key? I'll be very honest with you, yeah. For nothing more than show, for like streaming and stuff. Like, you know, like just RGB lights, but like on the wall or on the radiator bouncing off the wall, just to like light up this corner here. Like colorful ones, yeah. Because one thing I noticed, like no, it depends what brand you get really. But yeah, sometimes you're going to a lot of streamers like streams or whatever, and I just have all this stimulation of the senses going on behind them. But it works because it's attractive. To be fair, if I can get this part of the wall with like decorated, but with stuff that like can be removed, with stuff to do with the games I play, that'd be a really good idea, I feel. Because then this place for my camera can be like permanent. So then you're always seeing like what I've got going on in the background. If I can get like my name made and like custom lights or whatever, that would be cool. Yeah, that'd be sick. Makes you more official. Oh yeah. Sure, you can easily find someone on Etsy that does that. If nothing else.
Menage a trois, we party naughty till the cops come. Plus one, that's your plus one. Beat it up, eat it up, out the car and give it back to him. Plus one, that's your plus one. Menage a trois, we party naughty till the cops come. Plus one, that's your plus one. Beat it up, eat it up, out the car and give it back to him. Menage a trois, like all night long. Have you spitting in that mouth to the break of dawn. Creep on the dick, that banana split. Kiss up on a stick, you a nasty chick. But I like them hips, and you love that weight. You so freaking little baby, have me stay up late. I'ma give it to you, mommy, till the break of dawn. Watch the sunrise, have you crying to God. And you can bring your friend, that's that plus one. Me plus you, plus her, till we come. She with that juice, dribble with that dumb tongue. Me and just juice on the beat, till you come, yeah. Plus one, that's your plus one. Menage a trois, we party naughty till the cops come. Plus one, that's your plus one. Menage a trois, we party naughty till the cops come. Plus one, that's your plus one. Beat it up, eat it up, out the car and give it back to him. Dame besitos y dame la lengua y dame la chocha y dame las tetas y todo tu cuerpo te quiero en serie. Dale los muebles, yo quiero rompértalo, mami, yo quiero que venga. Monta a caballo y abre las piernas. Abre tu boca y chúpate el dedo. Con yo que te quiero, no quiero jodienda. And you better bring your girlfriend, me plus juice and your two friends. Ain't stopping if the cops come, put the rod in your guts, hit it till the night ends. Plus one, that's your plus one. Menage a trois, we party naughty till the cops come. Plus one, that's your plus one. Beat it up, eat it up, out the car and give it back to him. Plus one, that's your plus one. Menage a trois, we party naughty till the cops come. Plus one, that's your plus one. Beat it up, eat it up, out the car and give it back to him.
But yeah, so I was forced to buy that the streaming thing again because the software that I used to stream, I logged out and logged back into it. Is that I tried to do some things with the login, nothing major, didn't mess with any settings or whatever. Then when I tried to stream, it wouldn't let me stream how I was streaming before. The way I would do it before, basically the link I would use, because you do it for like a website, a particular service, that splits the stream for you. So like you don't do it straight from the software itself, you do it through a website, and the website splits it. Because without like the subscription, you can only stream to one local destination, so either Twitch or YouTube. So I tried to do it, and it wouldn't let me. And I'm like 10 minutes behind schedule. I'm like, bro, like nothing I tried was working. Also, I have a deeper look at it when I have the time, but I didn't have much of a choice. So we'll see. To be fair, like it was fine before. Like it wasn't like I was happy. I had it for months, obviously, until it wasn't worth paying for. But yeah, it just kind of sucks that like I've been doing fine without, and all of a sudden now there's a problem.
What I mean.
Oh, that was too close.
bombs and you know it's a leak, the one I said. Mama shouldn't have to work no more. 20 years at the same damn job. Raising up a son on her own in a small white home. Some days couldn't take no mas. Living paycheck to paycheck. Not rich, but at least we had the basics. Except when daddy got locked and the heat went out, but the block getting hot. Word. But I'm the greatest now. Thank you, mama, cause we made it out. That boy, I probably know that he dangerous, cause I never took the safer route. Yeah, times got hard, money got low, there was nowhere to go. I had to bet on myself, there was nobody else, that was all that I know. Man, tell me how you did it. I know I make it look easy. Need a million now, no kidding. I know I make it look easy. Back on my job. I know I make it look easy. I gotta do it, you never did it. I know I make it look easy. I can turn 1 to a 10. I know I make it look easy. But they ain't no settling with us. Man, tell me how you did it. I know I make it look easy. Need a million now, no kidding. I know I make it look easy. Back on my job, right back to business. I know I make it look easy.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. What time is it? 4:30? Both runs we've done have been an hour. Let's see if we can get something half that time. So, or I guess we could just go halfway and then just pause, right? So even if we get something far, I want to go somewhere I haven't been before. Back to Spain. Let's have a look at where everyone is. Because it's been super quiet. It's been very, very, very quiet. Right, according to the real-time map. Ah, the convoy's on. Well, outside Duisburg, it is packed. Oh my god. Okay, so everyone is in the convoy. Wow. Wow. Makes sense. It makes sense why everything else is quiet. There are hundreds of people, other companies in Calais. Wow. So it seems to be going from Duisburg to Calais. And then everywhere else is just dot, dot, dot here and there. As for Spain, Spain is dead. That's why I don't want to go there. There is not a single player. I kid you not, there is not a single player in Spain. In the whole of Spain, there's not a single player. France is completely dead as well. Okay. There seems to be a convoy on the Pro Mods map as well. Such a shame that it's quiet though. Kerala truckers. That's the convoy that's going on at the moment. Actually, no, it's not, because that one's all the way up in Poland. Where's that? Not where's Poland, as in where's the convoy on the map? Because apparently that's happening now. And yet there's not much going on. Is it just a coincidence that that route is so busy? Or maybe the timing is off because they're in a different time zone, aren't they? There's one this evening later on, but that's from Paris to Nuremberg. I have no idea why. Let's see if we can get something there around there, like a quick job. Where's Duisburg? I haven't even unlocked it, have I? Nuremberg's there. There we go, Duisburg. Just a close one. Nothing that goes into Holland. You know what? Let's do it this way. Let's get a car. Truck dealers. There. Buy online. Let's buy a car. 6 speed, 170 horsepower. What about you? 200 horsepower. Okay. I like that one. It's got more power. It's got more of a kick. What is it though? Is it meant to be a Dacia? I don't want to drive no Dacia. I don't drive a Skoda. Are there any engine options for the Skoda? Nah, not great ones. Okay, well Dacia it is then. Nothing that can be done inside here. Everybody opinion, fourth and long is really fourth and inches. Stay creating and stay consistent. Final failure really non-existent. You get the things you okay, well we just take it as it is really, innit? Often where you want to be is on the other side of fear, but you still keep not even like anything that hangs or anything. Okay. Purchase, put it absolutely anywhere, mate. And then we'll go to truck manager, and drive. I need to go to the toilet, Jesus. Alright. Drive it. Alright, quick toilet break. And then we'll be back. Take breaks. They say what they say. I ain't worried about the naysays. Make way, why you tryna make waves? Work week looking like 8 days. I could really use a vacay. Studio is my safe place. On the road, like I get great grades. No, I don't mind if I'm criticized. I only listen to words that are wise. What do they want? Piece of the pie. They wanna fill up just what eat them inside. We eat to survive, to keep us alive. Heart is so cold, you keep freezing the time. Stuck in the past, stuck in rewind. One of my hundreds of reasons to try. Like crickets. Chirp, chirp. Pardon my pain, I've been in the mazes lately. Starting my way, think it's gonna take some patience.
I'm scared of my phone, my OCD. I've been alright, but I still don't sleep. I've been okay, I've been offline, but I've been worse, so fuck it, I'm fine. They say I think too much, my mind don't rest. Go and see someone.
Alright, we are back. See what chaos we can get up to. Okay. Okay, thank God it's automatic. I don't know if there was an option to get a manual gearbox. Alright, first things first. No, it's not in London. Take me to Germany. Alright, let's relocate. How do you do that? There we go. Let's travel to Duisburg. Alright, let's go to Calais. I see that there's a tow hook on there, so surely there's a use for it, right? I don't see why they'd include a tow hook and then not have something that you can use it for. There you go. What can I do for configuration? Nothing. Shock. Where do I have the car? Let's get it from Duisburg. I know we might as well travel there.
Just keep it real in the field, how I feel. All I ask is just keep it real. Will you keep it real? All I ask is just keep it real. Will you keep it real?
So where is it? I'm certain I've tried to do that before and it didn't work. Let's see what we can do with it. Can we not go to Calais at all? Guess Dover is close enough, but preferably Calais, as that's what's popping right now. If we go to Dover, where would we end up going through? It like specifically routes us around. Actually, to be fair, you know what? Let's go. Let's go. Because we end up going to Calais anyway. I can't even see where the exit is. So many people here. I mean, I highly doubt we'll make it there in 15 minutes, so we'll probably have to continue it the next time we stream some Truckersmp. But it's a nice little break from the trucks, so looking forward to that one. I Actually, this could be a YouTube video, to be fair. It's giving me an idea.
And I feel I'm gonna lose her. Tell me that I'm so strong, going on for so long. I suck it up and I write another rap song. Jesus, I'm gone, don't leave me alone. Sometimes I feel like I just wanna come home. Put a bullet in my brain, take away the pain. But they always call me weak and I go insane. Drives me insane, sometimes I can't smile. Depression is the soul, it's been going for a while. I'm got shot, I can see it on the sun. And I look into her eyes and I'm counting on my sons. And the reason I fight back, why I stand tough.
I think the caravan is a lot more finicky than I imagined it would be. Has a mind of its own. I did alright done my last time. You got a lot of vehicles joining the motorway over the flyover. And they are going to end up joining us. So we'll move over to here, give them a bit of space. I'm gonna save that there, and we'll call it there.
I do not like haters. Come to your door like a white neighbor. I'll get it now. That'll be 580. I'll take the price later. Okay. I feel